Alright, we're live now. Alright, so slight apologies for the delay. We were just getting things set up on our end between selecting character and deal with a small technical difficulty of something popping up in the center of the screen that was kind of blocking us from being able to actually play. You know,
Yeah.
normal things.
Hmm.
Normal things, he says as we all start screaming internally. We've got our
Yeah,
character selected in
no.
the meantime. We've got the idea for what specific adventure we're going to do in this. Coffee, you want to explain how we're going to do this since the game usually requires a little bit more players?
Well, yes. For those that do not know what we are doing, by the way, hi everyone. Nice to see
It's
you.
a coffee demon, yeah.
Yeah. The demon on the shoulder is here presenting the game. So, anyway, we will be playing Mansion of Madness. It's a tabletop game that has a physical version, but since I live very far away from Apparitio, the next best thing is to use Tabletop Simulator. It's a game that deals in Lovecraftian horror and many other. Well, it depends on the adventure that we choose, but it's focused on Lovecraftian horror. We will be playing just the two of us, and that forces us that if we want to survive, we will have to play with some additional rules. As you can see, I will be playing as like we will be playing with the normal set of rules. We already chose our characters, and we will be playing with extra action, as in we will be able to interact with certain things more than once per turn, twice, and then we have an additional move action, which means that we will be able to move 4 spaces instead of the usual two per round.
And I know someone out there
We're
is probably going to ask, why don't you just play two characters each? The answer to that is there is. We could technically do that, but since if our sanity or our health, gets down to zero, that can change our win cons in some capacity. Like, for example, let me just pull up a random card from Sanity right here. Some of them are like, you now win if everyone else loses type of thing. Like, here we go. Let me pull up a random insane card. Selfish motives. Here we go. You do not win a game as normal. Instead, you win only if the investigation is complete and you are not wounded. Otherwise, you lose the game. When you gain this card, if you are wounded, discard this card and gain a different insane condition. So some card like that, obviously, if you had two characters, that's going to play out way differently, especially if you get a card that's like, you now want to sabotage the group in order to win, but you also have a character who doesn't want to sabotage the group. It's one of those things if you'd be acting off of with a bias with two different characters, unless you applied it to both of them at once, which wouldn't exactly be super feasible in my opinion.
Yeah, there's also the little thing that in the grand scheme of things, you're usually expected to play this game with someone being the game master, which clearly we do not have that. So it is in good conscience that we decide to make it easier for ourselves, buffing our characters instead of double duty in controlling multiple characters, as we will be having to create the board as we go along.
Mm-hmm. It's partially generated. Obviously, there's an internal map there, but there is
Yeah.
an external app. Coffee has the external app. I can't really, with the current setup I have, I wouldn't really be able to show it very easily. So instead, Coffee will be narrating what is going on essentially. And as we go through, we got map tiles here. We have specific items here. As you can see, we have our horrors, wounds. We have different spells that can all do stuff. We have our characters right here. We have this is, would you like to introduce your character? Oh, disconnect from server. Wonderful. Timer climb out. You want to go ahead and resend that to me? Love when it does that. Why is it loud? Do me a favor and resend though. Didn't expect Steam was gonna throw a monkey wrench into everything. Oh, while he's doing that, I'm gonna go in single player. I'm gonna show you some of the games I have. I have a couple weird games. Some of the ones I want to eventually do. While Coffee's getting everything set up and then regetting the board up. Don't ask why I have Secret Dio. It's Secret Hitler, except, you know, this is a fully scripted version of it. Obviously, I can't start not enough players. But I would love to play Secret Hitler at some point if we can get the people for it. I chose Terror Escape, but that could get a little bit loud. Oh yeah, I got right here. I can show you this one. I've got Dark Overlord. That one's fun, but we need more people for that. We need at least 3 people to play it. Reasonably, I'd hope to get at least 4, maybe 5. We got this. This one's fun. We got someone's gonna play the sniper here. I want to hope to play this on stream as well. If we can get 4 people, then could be fun. I was playing it solo last night. I had let me go ahead and switch over to Brown team real quick because I actually had everything right here. As you can see, I had a whole bunch of stuff going on. I heard yeah, it had an aneurysm.
Yeah. Crap.
It's okay. Stuff happens. I was just showing them quickly some of the other games that I have. I want to eventually play Secret Hitler or like Sniper Elite or some other kind of thing eventually.
Oh yeah, we'll be doing that eventually.
Terror Escape would be really good too. If we can get myself, you, and like 2 other people, Terror Escape would be awesome. One of us could play the killer, and then the others would be trying to survive. Whereas I said Sniper Elite, one person's the sniper, and the other 3 people are trying to stop him.
I'd actually like to play the villains because I'm honestly sick of always playing the good guys in the games that we play.
That's fair, that's fair. I get you completely. Anyway, let me know whenever we're going to be heading back into the thing. Worst case, we can just reload and quickly grab this stuff. Shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, I'm trying it right now.
Take your time, no rush. I'm just saying for the sake of.
Everything's being loaded in.
In the meantime, I made myself some dinner earlier. It was good. I got I made some mac and cheese for myself, and I put some chili into it, like a nice can of chili. I'm sure like homemade chili would have been better. Don't get me wrong, but I just didn't have the time. Cause I realized the time that I was making dinner at, I'm like, oh nuts! I gotta make something quick, so let's use a canned chili. You know, as I said, not as good as like regular home cooked chili, but it got the job done.
Huh.
I mean, go mix up that real quick. But yeah, then I sprinkled in a little bit of paprika, a little bit of garlic in there.
Oh, nice.
Where's Culver? Good stuff, let me tell you.
So
10. I don't need 10. I need 6. All right.
Let's start. So
let me go to youtube.com real quick. We're gonna put some ambiance on in the background since, unfortunately, go put some rain ambiance, especially because it's gonna fit where we're specifically doing.
That's true.
Can I get some rain?
Tell me when it starts. I can't hear it.
No, I gotta re-pull it up, and I'm pulling. We'll do this. This first one right here.
Managing.
Okay, we're not pulling up an ad. What's the first one here? This one. All right, it's on.
Hi. For those that are with us, know that we will be playing Cycle of Eternity. After a rush of disappearances, your investigators bring you to the Vanderbilt mansion during a meeting of a particular astronomical society. Can you unravel the mystery before the Cycle of Eternity turns once more?
All right, I'll
Well,
actually put.
let's go. We will
All right.
select our investigators. Please tell us about your investigator.
All right. So I'm playing. You want to go first? Or you want me to go? I know we're playing Father Mateo. I'm
Go
playing Jim
first.
Gold. All right. So I'm playing the trumpeter. My thought process was, A, he's got 3s and 4s and everything, so I'll be nice, well-rounded. But also, his ability is that I get the golden trumpet unique item. Now there's certain characters, like another one that has another unique item with them. Some of them have unique items that do different things. For example, Tommy Muldoon, who when we did our test match of this in the past, Coffee played Tommy, and his whole thing was like he gets a gun that can deal damage at range, and it can reroll dice. The golden trumpet is a stress heal item. The logic here is that sanity is going to be a big commodity that we're going to need, especially because the further we get into the game, the more it's going to be taxing. If we have some form of healing, that'll be really good. Just that way we can, especially because we'll have extra actions, so I can consistently play the trumpet a little bit more and help both of us.
Exactly. Well, with that, I will be playing Father Mateo. He is my main investigator, the one that I use the most because I have played this game
You know, some little me and I don't.
many times. You don't have? Oh yes, true. And I have a
Funny.
mini-me. And basically, he isn't exact. He is a good investigator, but and not a very good fighter. But he does get the job done, and his power is that I can make another investigator within range. And by the way, range is 3 spaces away from me. I can make them focused. Focused, for those who don't know, it's basically
Got the
a
hard play
buff.
here. Yep.
We will be seeing it as we go on, because in this game there are 3 results a single dice can give. They can give you nothing, they can give you a clue, and they can give you a success. A
You
clue
can see right here, this would be a success right
is
here. That star, that clue little icon is the magnifying glass, and like
actually
the dice that can
there are dice over here, Apparitio.
close enough. Point. Oh yeah, there's dice over here. Yeah. Point is, you get stars at the thing there. The empty side right there is a failure, and that clue is, well, clue. I'll explain the clue.
The clue is basically it's a success to be. It's currently a failure, but if you use clue points, that clue can become a success and help your roll. Focused, on the other hand, it's a buff that once and only once, and then the buff gets destroyed, you can turn all your clues into successes, and that's why I play Father Mateo.
There's also
He's
there's other ways to get certain buffs as well. Certain fear events, like certain events can happen, such as when we were playing, there was an event where I had a gargoyle drop on me, and it gave me, what was a buff? It was one of the righteous. That's what
Gargoyle
it
one was 5
righteous.
points of damage for free.
Yeah, but I got righteous, so as long as I didn't suffer a horror, once per turn I could go ahead and convert a clue into a star, and it doesn't say it has to be for me, it could be anyone.
We can explain things as we go on. We don't need to
Yeah.
explain everything.
Or like
So
I know there's
anyway-
certain horrors that can give you like certain buffs as well. We'll get to that when we actually get to that though. But
Yep, that we will do. So, let's see our starting items, as Apparitio will fetch them for us. A bandage,
right. Bandage. Search for items. You said bandage, right? Capital.
bandages, yeah.
Oh, bandages. Okay. It's in a case by. There you go. Bandages. Here we go. It's a
Okay.
case sensitive.
Us knuckles,
brass knuckles. Alright.
Magnifying glass.
What's the thing there? Okay. Magnifying glass.
Now here are the two interesting ones. Arcane Insight.
Is that in the items or is that a spell? That's a spell.
That's a spell.
Right, I know we start with a spell. Like I know on ours we had the arcane flame, or what was the last time? Azure flame. I remember because half of our area went up in flames, literally.
Oh yes. And here's the thing, Azure Flame.
Oh, we get Azure flame too.
Oh yeah, we do.
Oh, I have my trumpet, right?
And the last item is your trumpet.
Alright, golden
Fetch it.
trumpet.
The trumpet is yours.
Automatically
but
in my
the-
inventory. That's my
yeah,
stress
but
skill
the
item.
others we can share.
I think both of us should take one spell then. What does Brass Knuckles do? Add 2 additional dice when attacking unarmed. Discard for 2 face down damage, then discard this card.
You
considering
could.
you got beat up- Oh, you there still? Or are you just going quiet? Okay, so we should probably take the bandages, considering the big oof that we had on his end. He was looking. Oh, wonderful. I think he had a thing again. Ah, oh well. It happens. We might have had timeout from doing the thing. I wonder if there's a way to pull it up for thing. Worst case, if we need to, we'll play like Sniper Elite or something instead. So I can always just invite him into that, and I'll just have him play all 3 of the guys. I don't know. To be fair, it ain't an happy stream without something chaotic going on. One of the other issues is just that we have an external. Oh, he definitely crashed on his end. I'm gonna text him to make sure. But yeah, no, I'm sure worst case scenario we can run something. As I said, we'll do worst case scenario is I'll pull out anything there. Or worst case scenario what we can do is I can just go ahead and run both of the things there and he'll have the streams. That way he'll just dictate what's going on my side of things and vice versa. And we'll do some... Wait, no, I don't have a thing there. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. As I said, worst case, we'll play something else then. We could do... We'd have to figure out... I'm sure we could jerry-rig this. Yeah, it is what it is. Admittedly, I didn't think it would go kaboom. So I boot this one up, but it's going to have a field day with me if I try to do so and then try to undo the load and all that sort of thing. Yeah, it would be really fun to play this, though. Secret Hitler again. I'm going to have to see if I can get some people to play Secret Hitler with me at some point. We've got all this. The weird way I might have to do this is I might just have to treat it like... If we play the full board of this, I'd probably say we tack out 2 of the units. Or 1 unit for each side then, if he's getting 6 of them. So I think it'd still be possible. It would just be a little rougher. What specialist cards even have? I've not looked at this because I've not needed to. Radio operator. Sniper. Jaeger. Oops. Medic. Scout. And Kennel Master. Oh, this is the one that drops the dog. It's their own. Attacking this turn. Interesting. Oops. I'd like to put this back into the stack. There we go. I probably should have moved a little bit closer. But yeah, I play this a little bit off stream because it's a solo mode and it's actually pretty decent. You basically have solo cards for the decks, and then depending on launch facility or if I'd like to be able to flip this deck.
God damn it.
It's okay.
Let's try another time. If this time it goes down.
If it goes down, what we'll do is we'll play some Sniper Elite then. We'll have to jerry-rig it some because the game is made to be played with 3 people as the Nazis and 1 person as a sniper. We'll have to jerry-rig it some for you. But I'm sure we can figure out some way to play it logically. Because like we got the game up, we might as well play something board game wise.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't have
but I'm not sure if it's not Tabletop Simulator that's decided to shoot my computer.
I wonder if it's because of the fact you got Mansions of Madness and Tabletop Simulator running at the same time. I wonder if that's the case, because I know Steam can get a little bit finicky with certain things, but
Unless, but it's turning my whole damn PC off.
yeah, that's weird. Because I know we did it the one time, and it was fine, so... I just realized I don't have that one game. We'll do this one because it's going to be scripted. They're making a Phasmo board game.
Yeah, they are.
I wonder how that's going to play.
An interesting question.
I'm definitely game to play it at some point.
You're saying that next year will be the year of terror.
I got an invite, but it didn't allow me to invite. What the? I can't join. You just send it again. Apparently I'm in it, but it says preparing to launch. Send it to me again, 3rd time. I apologize.
No worries.
I wonder if it's because I actively... Okay, there we go. Check Steam overlay. No. Alright, what we're going to do, I'm just going to exit this myself. And then you try to manually invite me. Everyone's watching, you're getting a black screen for the most part. That is me, that is not you. Why is it... Oh, you're not marked as playing right now. That's why.
Not?
You're not marked as playing. That's the issue. You're marked as playing Mansions of Madness right now, not Tabletop Simulator, so I can't technically join you.
What?
Try to boot that back up, and then... Get it back up here.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going crazy for a moment. That's odd, but we make it work. In the meantime, I quickly gonna point out on my end, I just pulled up another one that's right here that's scripted. And this one I know we can play as a co-op game. I don't know why the image is okay. I don't know why that is a giant image right there. What's loading? We'll make it work. In season cards. Hmm. Okay, this time it's prompting me. That's good. Not connecting.
Welcome back.
Go
Pick your
back.
character. We'll be getting new items because the game hasn't
Apparently,
started.
yeah, we'll have to make it work. I mean, I'll get the trumpet right now.
Yeah, do get it, please.
Third time's the charm. If we don't get it this time, we'll just pull up the Sniper Elite then. We'll do that. I know, live technical difficulties on stream. Who would have guessed?
Say it and so, Your
I know, right?
Majesty.
I know, right?
Oh, this is... Yeah.
We'll
So
just
we
go
got a
with
crowbar.
crowbar this time? Okay. I'll pull up the ambiance once we get the items. I'll just put them right here for the moment. Alright.
The Holy Cross.
Holy Cross. Can't wait to get not bandages this time.
Kerosene Lantern.
Kerosene lantern.
Medical textbook.
Medical text.
And implant suggestion. It's a spell.
Spell. I was gonna say, yeah, but like that's a spell. Rain ambiance. And then we'll go again. As I said, I'm hoping it works, but if not, we'll just go plan B.
Yeah, let me get implant suggestion over here.
Then we'll get the, I just put the items over by me for the moment, so that way I can just scoot them over in a sec. Where is... Let me go ahead and do this. Theater. Sound's gonna go drag down, so it's not gonna be violently loud. It's too loud. I'll make sure it's not too loud on stream.
Ooh.
Besides, we gotta emulate that game of Rainy Board Game Night.
I will be taking the spell and the medical textbook.
That's fine. I'm assuming I'll take the crowbar then, so I have something for weapon.
Yeah.
Alright. What do you want these two? Do you have higher willpower? You could just take a willpower to have 6 effectively. Or I could take it and have 5, up to you.
Let's make you have 5 as
Okay.
well. And then this, or... Yeah,
Okay, I'll just take
protection.
you.
Actually, no. You can
No,
make
you take it,
yourself normal. I still can go crazy. So
Yeah, I was gonna say, I have ways. Because trumpets, each investigator
Anyway,
within range may discard one face down
each of
card.
one will take 2 clues.
So I took my French
And with
classes.
that, we will start.
Alright, let's hope it works this time. If not, as I said, we got plan B. Hopefully won't
It
need
is-
to, but...
Absolutely necessary for the peace and safety of mankind that some of our dark, dead corners are unplumbed by deaths and be left alone. H.P. Lovecraft at the Mountains of Madness. Okay. Let's start the scenario. You slump into your office chair after another long day of interviews. You have been investigating the disappearances surrounding a wealthy neighborhood for 2 weeks, but you have nothing to show for it. The telephone rings. You answer and hear the panicked voice of another woman. Is this the investigator who visited the Vanderbilt estate? You flip through the files on your desk. William Vanderbilt, a wealthy bachelor, mother recently deceased. He had refused to meet with you, but you were able to speak to several members of his service staff. This is Joe Jing, Mr. Vanderbilt's butler. I did not know what was called. The police thinks I am crazy. Unnatural things have started happening here. I am worried for my master. I think he's in danger. Please help. Finally, I leave. You hang up the phone, throw on your coat, and leave for the Vanderbilt estate.
Nope, Vanderbilt Estate, okay. Uh-oh, did he do a thing again? He's connecting. Uh-oh. I didn't think it happened. Oh, that's unfortunate. If it is what I think it is, what if the tinker with it off stream? Oh, yep. He tinkered with it. I'll have to tinker with it. Alright, plan B. Alright. Let's go ahead and get plan B prepared then. Invite this. Let me see what he wants to do. Otherwise, if we have to go to plan C, as I said, he should be... less resource strain on his end. If not, it is what it is. I wonder how this one works. I'm gonna go ahead and load this one up in the meantime. I'm curious. How would it work? Let's do first. Can I error in script game start? Alright, well, that one's not gonna work. I'll tinker with that one. What the no solo one looks like. Let's go in there. Okay, so it's just the same one. Which we'll just do that. I'll see what he says. Otherwise, if we aren't, we'll figure out something then. Worst case, if I want to, maybe we'll play the solo mode of this. I've played it before, so I have an idea. Alright, give him a minute, he'll pop back in to a thing. Yeah, we're gonna have to tinker with that on our end and see what the actual situation for him is. Whether there's some kind of issue. Which, I mean, not that there's a bad thing, but you get what I mean. Bit of a bust there, unfortunately, but what we'll do is, since I have... when I play with this tiny little board here, not as fun. Not as fun. So what we'll do is, if we're going to play solo, we'll just bring this up. I know, we're going to be playing solo on there. The most riveting content, yes. Quite. But it's either that or we go for plan C, which at that point I don't want to go ahead and boot up something else just to do a thing. In the meantime, I'll pull this out. We'll play standard. This is gonna go off to the
Oh,
side.
that's just great, isn't it?
So we're gonna have to tinker with it and see what the issue is on your end and what's going on there before we try to do it on stream again.
Yeah, this has like this can't stand. This never happened before.
I know, that's why I'm shocked too. I got marked as alive. What we'll do is we'll do some Sniper Elite then, because obviously, unless you want to go ahead and try to rejoin into this, because I could invite you into this, and that means the strain should be
Let's
on my
do
end.
let's do Sniper Elite. Best.
All right, you wanna play the Nazis, or do you want to play where we'll both play the sniper then together? What would be preferable?
Well, yeah, let's play both the snipers. I'm not, and I don't understand the
You don't
rules
want to
of
pop
said
in and risk
game.
then?
I'm not. It's better I don't.
That's fair. We'll have to play. We'll just play it strategically then. You know what we'll do?
Sure.
We'll make it more interesting. What we'll do is we'll alternate turns. That way we both have to go ahead and figure out how to work it together. So what we'll do here is, since we'll actually have the thing there, we'll put the big screen. Normally there'd be someone that hides behind this screen and you'd have 3 players because you'd have one that controls each sector. But considering how
Okay.
this plays, I played this before by myself, so we'll put this right here. And since we don't need this, I'll just change the color to like Game Master. So what do we have? We have the dice. We have solo sniper. We have. I was gonna jerry rig it and probably give you, instead of 1 card, I'd give you 2 cards to work with, or maybe 3 of them. So you could go ahead and figure it
Hmm.
out. I'd chip off 1 from each, so I'd give you 2 guys of each color then to make it work. But we'll make it work this way. All right, so we got all locations. We'll pull out. I'll put this right here first. I'll draw. I'll just tap the 3 ones right here. Actually, I need to switch teams. I'll just be white. Doesn't really matter. So we're gonna move. We're gonna look through ones that have all these. You see it says like urgent right here. We're gonna put these all in a single pile right now. So like some assignments D, for instance, not marked as urgent. So we're gonna put that into a pile right here. Installations, grenades, urgent. Could have sworn I had. No, right, I forgot. It's retreat goes into this pile. Ambush goes into this pile. Hold position. Hunt. Patrol. High alert. This goes here. This goes here. And this will go here. Alright. Whoops. So what we're going to do now is we're going to flip this over. Alright. Now we're going to take top guard. It's going to
Huh.
go up here. That's going to be not used for the entire game. We don't know what that card is. But okay, same thing with here. We're going to take 1 from this pile. That card from the non-urgent pile is going to be right there.
This is the reason.
So we're going to, for this, what we have here is, also I need to get tracker out. Here, where's the heart token? Heart token is right here. So we'll put that right here. I'll get out some tokens. We can make our HP with that in a second here. Do 2 and 2. This will go here. This will go here. This will go here. And this will go here. This will be our stack. It'll make it more visible for the sake of everyone that's watching. Now we're going to put these all into a pile. Shuffle them up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And this one's going to remain face down.
Okay.
So we need to now draw abilities. We're just going to go ahead and flip that one over, and I don't know how that card got into there. We'll just pretend that one was not in the pile. I'm not reshuffling that just because one card got stuck over there somehow. Alright, so we have 9 launch facility objectives. Since we're not doing submarine pens, we're doing launch facility. We're going to, because it's normally stacked regularly, we're going to draw 2 of these. These are 2 different suits, which means our objective is 7 and 9. That means our objectives, when I play tested this, I got 2 and 5, which is very fortunate. This one is on the bottom. So we have to either spawn here or here. These 2, because they have objectives, cannot be spawned in. Additionally, since we have soldiers in all of these, we have to put them on... The officer doesn't matter because he'll be treated as a general defender for the purposes of... So we're just going to go ahead and put these guys... Know if I was playing this, we'd have the tiny board right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to update that, actually. I'm going to update the as I was explaining. So normally there'd be the title... Not the title. The little board right there would have tiny little tokens on it that would have basically the smaller versions of the minis. Wait a second. All right, there we go. We'll do this. So as I said, if I switch over to the brown, I'll just explain it for the sake of for everyone who's watching there. So we got dog tokens. If they beat the kennel master, we have this would be our player, so we'd spawn like right here. Let's say, you know, boom, 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 boom. We track movements here. Normally, sniper doesn't actually move around unless they found. Oh, they found him right here. This guy found him right here. You check the area. Oh, I'm right here. Then the token goes right there for me. But obviously, we're playing this a little differently. So we'll use the big board instead of the small board, because it's cool to have all the big pieces. Same thing with this guy, we're going to put this guy here, and this guy goes up to here for his objective. So we now have our, since we're doing regular, we get 6 aim, 2, 4, 5, 6, 2 noise, and the rest of the recoil. If we get wounded, that health stack, one of those tokens will go into there. If we take out a guy, we can either get an aim token, or we can remove 1 noise token, or we can remove 2 recoil. But this is as big as the stack can get. You have to, at minimum, have the current tokens that are in there, essentially. Unless there's something that says otherwise. Now, we still need these launch objectives right here, because the AI can find out what objectives we don't have. And that means that if I have to move stuff around, that means that the little guys, like for example, when they found out on my end that, oh, I don't have objective 3, that means that objective 3 no longer has to be guarded. I can still go to objective 3 if I wanted to loot it for an extra card, but we'll get to that if we actually get to that. And also, the suppression tokens, we're not really going to use them because normally they cancel out a noise if we pulled them, but we're playing solo, so not really relevant. Noise works a little differently here. Same thing with these little obstruction cards. They don't really matter. So since I'm here, I need to switch to white. So we can see, so we have 9 and 7. So again, we'll have to spawn either here or here, and we'll have a number of cards equal to this plus these 3. Basically, if I would get down to a situation where I would not be able to pull a card to fill in for a 3, we lose. So we have about 11 turns, like 10, 11 turns, to actually get through. Now our first move will actually have to be a one-time movement. As you can see with the sniper, 0 to 1 movement, no effect. 2 to 3 movement, normally it makes noise and gives an idea of where it is. In this, we take damage if that happens. If the stack ever reaches 0, we take a wound. We take a second wound, we die, and we lose instantly. So we do have a little bit of a buffer. We basically have about 7 hits. We take an 8th hit, that's not good. So anyway, we have, we pull up an object from components, tools, and we'll put on ambiance again. Nice rainy day ambiance. Just so it's not gonna be completely silent as we're actually playing. Or I'm on YouTube right here. Couldn't do it before, but we're gonna do it now. So We'll put on this. What carries over, good. Alright, so we begin. Since we have to... Oh, wait, we forgot one thing. Where is the cards for my powers? Should be some here. Why am I missing it? Is it on the brown? Might be on the brown. No, it's not. Oh, there it is. Loadout cards. I completely blanked on it. I don't know how I missed it. Alright, let me go ahead and shuffle this. It's awkward. Alright, we'll pull two. Not the same ones. We have a knife and we have a distraction. So we have to reveal a position immediately to kill a defender in my current space. Really, my position really doesn't do much. It just means that an AI will automatically know where to head towards rather than checking the area. Essentially, we'll update my last known sector and update my thing. So we'll have to play it as being there, and rock can be a distraction. We're gonna keep these cards here because if I loot, I can still get loot from doing other objectives if I feel the need to. Alright, we can actually begin now. Move these up to the side here. Can I move this? Okay, I guess I'm just not moving that bag. That's fine. So we have our objective. What do you think our best objective point would be? Since I'm assuming it'd probably be white that we want to come in from, right? Or do we want to come in from yellow because we could go ahead and trick them into thinking that we're white if we run? We have to make a first move onto this, and then we can move theoretically 3 and tell them we're at white. So they wouldn't know which the two white sections we're in. Actually, no, they would, because we know... No, let's do yellow. Actually, no, let's do white. Let's just do white. Let's play it safe, right? Oh, shoot. His PC is crashing on his own. For some reason I don't hear anymore. Text him real quick. I guess I'm doing this then. Worst case, he pops back in, or if he gets into chat, what we can do is we can have him go from there. So what we'll do now is we're going to start from white. We need to get down to right here for 9. I'll move this slightly just so I can show he's still there, but reminder. We can use in either order, it doesn't matter. This right here for the sake of. So we're booby trapping the vehicle depot, and we're going to destroy the weapons cache. That is our goal. Those are two goals. Now, we don't actually have to get out. We just have to accomplish both before we die. Let's put it like that. So we have one movement onto the tile. What I can do now is, since this is, he's right there, we can theoretically shoot him, we could shoot him. Do we want to? Maybe. You know what? Let's do it, because there's no downside to doing it right now. We'll pull 3 tiles from my bag. Let me pull my bag closer to me. We'll put it right here. We'll pull 3 tiles. It does make one noise, which means this guy does move one closer. He doesn't know my exact location, he just knows I'm there. However, because of 2 successes, that is this guy off the board for right now. And in exchange, so I don't have anything downside, we're going to put an aim into the tile, so it's going to be even more accurate next time. With that, we end our turn. We're going to roll a dice. This is only 1 there, this is 3, this is 2. So roll. We got a 3, so we can actually flip over the card now. Hunt. All defenders search. Searching involves the 2 tiles away of line of sight. I take a hit. I immediately take a hit. Dang, that's really unfortunate. He is 2 tiles away from me, and he's in line of sight. If I find the sniper, 2 tiles. Since someone did find the sniper, then These ones do not count for anything because I did get found. Now that means my turn comes next. We pull this card. We'll put it off to the side, right. We'll move it right here for the sake of right now. So go right here. We pull another one, face down. Now we roll. Or not, we roll. We roll. We definitely roll. That's how it works, right? No, totally not. So we're gonna go ahead and move into. Oh right, I need to put my last known sector because they know I'm in white. Now what I can do is I'm going to take 3 shots at him. Noise. The next closest guy would be. We're gonna assume worst case scenario. So this guy's gone. This guy's closer, so he's gonna move down here. He's 1 tile closer. And then we're going to remove from there. Remove that recoil. Remember, we shuffle the bag afterwards. But we can heal. Shuffle. Why it's named XYZ fish. I just typed, I don't know why I put that as that. Anyway, so that is our turn. Move, are they going to move? We can actually, oh wait, this guy moves one round. Move back here. He's off the board. And then we can move, they'll know I'm in red. I could do that. We're gonna move down to right here, I think. Just to play it safe. If we need to, we can update. They still think I'm in the white one. So if we get like assignments D, guard all entries. Reach possible objective, deploy the defender closest to it. The closest unguarded access open spot there. Okay. So we're going to assume worst case scenario. So obviously this guy is right here. He's going to move right here. This guy is going to move, since he'd be closest to me right here. Do that. This guy's going to stay at the same spot. He's going to stay the same spot. He's going to stay the same spot. You're going to stay the same spot. Yeah, that pretty much goes there. Now he's going to move back in. Alright. We go. We could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could do 7 right here. Or we could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that way. In either case, we're going to move this way. This, and since this is in this spot, we're going to flip this. So this one will remain hidden. These two will be visible. Make sure on something real quick. Okay, it is properly done. Not crazy. Like I'm not. So yeah, we got. So theoretically, I would want to shoot into here. I can't do that. If he was right here, I could shoot him. Or if I was right here, I'd be able to shoot one of these guys. But something to note is that I can only shoot 1 tile into a building. We can assume that there's windows and whatnot, but unless I'm right here at the entryway, can't really do anything there. So we're gonna move 1 tile more. Worst case, I might have actually, let's go ahead and scuffed it. I might have scuffed it. Doesn't matter. We'll make it work. You know, yeah. We'll just save for the sake of argument. If I moved it 1 off, actually, we'll save. Hang on, we did 1 here, 1, 2. Okay, guard all entries. That. How many we have? That's 2. So yeah, that was okay. So that was the correct move. I'm not crazy. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I was overthinking. So yeah, we are at the correct spot now. Because that would have been 1, 2, this is third. So yeah, we're gonna roll the dice again. And that's gonna be a 1, so everyone's gonna move there. We're gonna have a yellow guy. Since they'd be moving away, we're gonna assume worst case scenario, so they're not gonna move away. Yellow, black, red. So we're gonna move the guy that's right here. This guy's gonna move right here. And since these guys are technically in the correct sector, because again we have to update the sector. Oh wait, no, we have to update the sector first. Hang on. We're gonna do that first. We have to update the sector first. Totally blanked on that. They know I'm in red now. They put a little phone call in. You know, hey, where's the sniper? Oh, we saw him going into red. We saw him crawling down from yellow or white into red. So they know I'm in red now. So yeah, we're gonna move everyone. We got yellow, yellow, yellow. All right, so moves on to that. That moves on to here. And this one moves on to, where is, it's like right there, right? Yeah, that's right there. All the black guys are going to move, all the black guys are going to move right here. Right here, I think. There's tiles right there. No, it's counting that one as 1. So we're gonna treat that as 1. Yes. So he's on this one. And then I think go top to like this tile. We're making it work somehow. As I said, I'd love to actually play this properly. We can get some actual people for it, but it is what it is. You know, worst case scenario, what we'll do is if I end up coming up short during this one there, maybe I'll do a shorter stream today and then I'll do another stream tomorrow during like the day or something. I don't mind. Wouldn't be the worst thing. Alright, so we got, I can't move or else I'm gonna take a hit. I'm going to have to take a hit anyway, I'm realizing. Because if I end up adjacent to him, I'm technically still going to be adjacent, so I'll take damage at the end of my turn. So I just have to run. I'm going to take a hit anyway. So I might as well get the distance as much as I can. 1, 2, 3. So I could theoretically draw a line to him. But is it going through? I mean, I guess I could draw a line to him going this way. Honestly, I might just do that. So I need to move this real quick. Take an injury, obviously, because I have to run. Considering, yeah, auto fighter search. He theoretically could get me. We're at the shoot, so we 1, 2. So we'll draw. What do I want? 4 tiles? I'll do 4. Okay, that works. We'll just get rid of this then. Actually, we'll keep this and we'll put in an additional aim tile. So if I get wounded again, I can just put another recoil in. So he's gone. Alright, we roll. I have no idea what we got. We got a 1. It was a 1. Yeah, close enough. There goes right there. So they're going to move to the possible objective. Deploy the commander closest to the unguarded. Okay, so they know. So they all are splitting up now. So they're moving for each objective. So he's going to go to the non-open access space. So he's gonna go here. He's gonna go here. He's gonna go here. Which I want to put the officer up there. I know it doesn't matter, but I'm finicky with it. This is the only one that counts right here, so I have to put him right there. Some of them will be right, I guess right there could work technically, but... Since this will be closer to me, he's going to go there, and then he's going to go here. This guy is going to move non-open, so it has to be right here. This one goes here. This one goes here. So that means this guy now comes back onto the board. Move this. I'm going to draw the card. Can I flip this to intelligence? Alright. What we'll do now is we will shoot him. Again, we can do this right here. So we'll draw 3 tiles. I failed and I made one. So he's now moving to right here. So I'm gonna move right here. Just that way if I get the search there, he's not gonna get me. So, or 2 spaces away and in line of sight, take a hit. I don't think you could easily draw a line there. I would not consider that line of sight personally, because if you draw a line, you'd get the corner of the building right there. Now this one, you could technically make the argument for him. But I'll re-roll that because I really didn't throw that properly. Normally I would be like, oh, I'll just take it, but that's better. That's an actual roll. Still same result. That's fine. Search. Since... Oh, wait, no, that doesn't count actually because he's technically in a building. That's not a building right there because that's line there. Maybe 2. I'm actually safe. Never mind. That works great. Outside the last one sector, move 3 space down, or search if not. So they all search, they can't find me because even though theoretically he'd be 2 tiles from me, he does not see me because of line of sight. So I'm safe. So basically nothing happened. Move here. Or actually I'm gonna move right here. This is risky. But I'm gonna go kablamo on his face. Ah, that is success. So we're gonna take aim, and he is gone. We roll then, I think. Yeah, we roll. Alright. Honestly, this would not be bad. That could be an issue for later. Ideally, we want red ones that are not... Okay, that's 2. That's fine. Grenades. For each enclosed area, defender, and you protect every space in that area. Attack every open space adjacent to a defender. I can tell you right now, that's not going to hit. Even if we were to go, you know, boom, boom, boom. Or, sort of count. Like these 2 right here, or like this right here. None of those are going anywhere. We're safe. Nothing happens, basically. Alright. We move. There's no reason for me to run right now. especially when I can't shoot. So it's better to slowly creep in. Nope, that's a better throw. That's a 1. This would have fallen off if I had it, so they're gonna pull. So they now know 6 is not a possibility, and now they know 3. So they know this cannot be the objective, and we know this cannot be the objective. This means that they will no longer attempt to guard this. They will no longer attempt to guard this. And since this is the scenario, we keep them out. Going to move in. Ideally, we get this for scan, so that should be nothing. Maybe patrol wouldn't be bad, but we'll see. That's perfect. So far, the server moves 1 space toward the closest possible objective and scans again. Technically, closest possible does not mean that they're going to automatically there. Closest possible is objectively right here. They're going to scan. They don't see me. He doesn't see me. Also, this guy comes back and he'd be right here. Grab on that from last turn, so he'd be moving 1 space closer because I have to assume that's going to be moving closer to me. So, yeah, they'll be right there. This. Objective. They know that can't be there. 3 is not there. But his next possible objective is right here, matter of factly speaking. Or right here, and this is closer. So he is going to move towards 3 anyway. So what we're going to do now is, also this is right here, he's going to move, he's on top of that. He's on top of that, so he just scan. He'll move here, and he'll move here. So now we do this. Boom, boom, boom. This is fine. If they know I'm still in red, then I have a couple guys to worry about, but I can move into here. If I'm lucky, then we'll see what we got. Next turn we'll be getting the first objective out of the way. That was a good throw. That's a better throw. 2. I would have preferred this, but we'll make it work. I'm still in red, so nothing changes. All the squads not matching Bale. Yes, they'll all move. He's here. I might consider taking him out, just because of the fact of I'll need to move out of the area. I don't want to risk being there. I would have to take an extra turn. That would suck, I'm not gonna lie. But we do have the extra turn for it. We can afford to do so. So this guy goes right here. This guy goes right here. And this other guy, this guy goes right here. This guy goes right here. Corner. Yeah, I'm gonna have to actually shoot this guy. If I don't, I'll take damage. You can draw a line through this because I'm right here. Shoot. Alright, so I'll take 3. Or, yeah, 3. So that's good. I'll take a second to last token here. And he's gone. We see what the dice says. 1, I'm fine with that. Reach possible objective. Focus towards it. That's not good, actually. Never mind. Reach possible objective. Closest defender moves. 1, 2, 3. This guy's 2, so technically speaking, he'll move on to there. He knows where I am. So he's gonna scan. These guys are all closer. Is that not closer by? Yeah, he's definitely gonna be getting me, I think. Realistically, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Unless how are we gonna? Anyway, that would meet him. I mean, technically speaking, he is 1 tile away from that one. He's just not in it. But I'm like, I think given the technicality of it, I would argue that he's closer to the... Well, actually, no, he is 1 tile away. I am going to give myself a little bit of leeway. Normally, I'd assume worst case scenario and trade it worst case scenario, but I'm like, this guy's literally 1 tile away from this. Whereas this is 4 tiles away. Yeah, it says he does have to move through there. But... the other guys would go through there, so he's gonna move. 1, 2, 3. These are all gonna go on all of them because they're all gonna move like right here. And logically, he would have to come right here anyway. Though that said, I'm definitely taking 2 hits. Fairview, sure, technically it is a longer path, but again, that is technically the closer one than this. This is technically 3. This is technically 1. That's not good, though. I could get really ballsy. Oh wait, no, hang on. Let me hang on. I might have fumbled this. Hang on. It's for each possible objective. Hang on. We got control for each possible. We'll get the music. We'll get the ambiance back on again in a second. I think I did. I did in fact die. You are right. I'm fumbling the bag with this one. Also, hello, Avi. We're playing... we're doing board game. We were going to do something else, but kind of fumbled that bag. Can I get all these guys back further, please? I would love to do that. Okay, we're doing that right there. We're getting an ad.
Subaru is...
Nope, we're not. We can pull that ad for a moment. Base, how are you in the meantime? Yeah, we were gonna play a different game, but Coffee decided that, or computer decided that he didn't want to work today. Okay, so closest guy that's gonna go to each. Obviously, this guy's gonna move here. I'm doing okay, thank you. As I said, I think, so if we're playing the solo mode of Sniper Elite, at some point I really want to actually play the actual board game rather than the solo mode for this. So you do have a couple of different games on here. I had to start, this one seems to be broken, so I'll look into what's causing the issue, because I just downloaded a version I know I had previously. We got Secret Hitler in some cases, Secret D as well. We have iDark Overlord, which requires like 3 people minimum. Though ideally, if you have to prove a 4 or 5. Terrorscape, we need 4 people for that. Sniper Elite, we need 4 people for that, ideally. So... It'd be fun to do something like that at some point. Just we need to get people for it. Alright, obviously this guy's gonna go this one. He's gonna find me. So I'm taking a hit either way. Also, we can back to got this part already. We can, roll this for that. This guy's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy would move towards this possible objective. Actually, hang on. He's gonna go. Technically speaking, well, no, he's not gonna move at all. Actually, so he's probably the closest defender. No, it's closest defender. Never mind. He'd still count. Wait, like, hang on. No, closest objective. Each possible objective. I'm assuming it means for each. I'm assuming the phrasing of it refers to one of these. So this guy's gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4. We knew that these guys were over like here and here and here. So 1, 2, 3. I'll just move them this way. You guys move down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A little bit of variance in there. Logic dictates normally that I would use the worst case scenario, but again, phrasing of it makes it seem like it's for each possible scenario, for each possible objective. It would refer to multiple different ones. I'm going to assume that's the phrasing here because that's what makes the most logical sense. That said, I'm going to take another hit in the process. But anything that would stop me. No, I actually have to take. That's real. I have to actually take. Oops. I actually have to take this turn or I lose straight up. So I'm going to take the objective. I'm going to take the hit. But I do knock out objective 9. So we put that off to the side because we've done it. Automatically these now flip over. We shuffle. Alright. We now have a turn. I'm going to shoot him. Give 2. Noise. He's the closest. He's gone. Search. We're going to remove 2 recoil. That way pads me out a little bit. Let's see. We got that padded out. A little bit to the back. Now, I'm not sure if I'm gonna move. I could move 1. Honestly, I think I'm gonna move just here. And hope. Yeah, objective A would be fine right here. They know I'm still in red. Let's see what we get. I'm hoping for a 2. Or a 1. We'll take it. They're all gonna move. That guy is going here. That guy goes here. This guy's here. This doesn't matter. We'll make it work. Actually, this is different because we got this guy in the corner right here. We didn't have that before. Right here. This guy goes. Where's this guy go? He goes right here. Alright, so we have this spot. And this. I'll move this preemptively. So we can finish moving this in a second. We have everything for these guys. This guy doesn't move at all technically because he's not in Check this one. So we have. Oh yeah, I need to put one extra noise token in. So I completed an objective. I forgot about that. Since I pulled these before, we put these back in. So we have for the next ones. We're just done. We'll put this right here. Okay, we have. I need to shoot one of these guys. Is it possible I can do one? I am technically adjacent to this one. There's technically a small thing. 1, 2, 3. I could. I would need to shoot him, and I would have to run 3. I'd automatically update to black. Since he's right there, that's a 1. And then we can assume is we can pull a foot. I want to do 3 tiles or I want to do 2? Technically speaking, even if he lands on the same tile as me, that's not going to be damaged immediately. Okay, that was fine anyway. We'll move the noise token back out here. Don't want as much padding as possible. This guy's gone. As I probably scuffed something at some point, but it'll work. All right. 1, 2, 3. Do that for the 1, 2. I actually need to. No. What options do we have? We have retreats that would move it closest to the defender. On the objective, search. The one thing I can see potentially being an issue would be this, because I have a yellow guy there. Yeah, I'm gonna pull black. I'm just gonna move right into this truck, this train. I'll have to go through this and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this is definitely possible. I know I'm in black now. For the sake of argument, I know if we get the other one, valve 1, assuming that there's not anything that goes by that stops me from doing everything too much, we'll try and see if we can exfiltrate us. And I'll allow to go through black. For exfiltration. Even though technically if we go all 1, we'll allow it. Alright, so we have roll 1. So we're gonna retreat. He's gonna move here. This guy's gonna move up to this. This guy's gonna move to this one. This guy's not gonna do that, so we're gonna assume he has free reign to do whatever. This guy is on the objective. 2, 3. Just 3, right? 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We're getting guys that are going completely different sectors than they normally would be in, but how it goes. And since he's going to be going, go 1, 2. I think go 1, 2, 3, and it'd actually be more of a nuisance for me. So he would logically, we're going to assume the worst case scenario, so he's going to go right here. Because he's going to be going for 7 and 8 to protect that, because he knows 6 isn't possible, because we pulled 6. We know the fuel reserves are not being destroyed. Alright. This. Flip. Okay, so we move 1. We can move, shoot him, he's 2 tiles away. So we're gonna pull 3. I fail, but nothing happens because I didn't pull noise. So he just stays on the board. We roll. singular. They move them in accordance with, I think I take a hit here. Yep, I take a hit here. That's right there. Right there, I think. Now you can stand for a moment. Just move. Close enough. Yeah. No, hang on. That is that one there and that one there. Actually, he... Well, no, he would move. Should be closer to me. So worst case scenario, that one's right there. No, that's... Is that next to 6? Yes. That one will move next to there. One, two, and this guy goes, let's put the strip on 7. Yeah, he is straight up on 7. As I said, I take a hit. So how's your morning been going so far, Abby? I know, for you it's pretty decently early. I'm actually surprised you're up. Like, no, that's not necessarily true. Given the time period, it makes sense you could be up. It's not like it's 3 in the morning for you. If it was, I'd be like, well... Alright, we have this. These guys actually don't move at all. He goes right here. Which is quite fortunate because these two are decently far. Obviously I need to shoot. What a knife. So he's gone. I can get my aim token, which I will do. And then I will, right here, I will shoot him. And since I am here, I'll take 2. Does he hit? That's my last aim token. And then he goes off the board as well. That's good. Now we're gonna move. This. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4. All defenders search. That's 2 tiles. Be 1, 2. Closest to them, so these guys will all move. Since we know 6 is not possible, they'd all move to 7. Yeah, this is a safe spot to stand on then. Worst case, we get patrol. Three. Let's see what we got. Do I take damage again? I take damage from that. Are you serious? Well, they know I'm in black. What one's closest? Because we only moved 1. He has to spawn literally on me. That's as close as he literally could be. Yes, that's a hit again. Which I'm fine with. I'll shoot him. And then I'll... literally just go onto the thing. What I theoretically could do, because there's literally nothing stopping me from doing the thing there, I could just go ahead if I wanted to. What would be smart actually would be I shoot him, the 1, 2, 3, and I take the hit, and then I Well, he'd know where I am, so he'd move over to if I had anything that would happen. So we'll see. We'll see. We have these guys go up to the corners. It's kind of funky. Alright. Well, I'm not going to complain. They're a little out of my hair some. Actually, right here. So I actually am in a better position because this guy stays where he is. So I actually can go safely to this spot now. I'll take a hit, but it'll be worth it. So we have this. And then, yeah, we'll take this shot on him. I have two. Yeah, he's literally on top of me, so I just needed one singular hit. Search. 1 and 2. So back to full wound. One of the things I love about this, as I said, is I have the health stack. And I can, when I kill something, I get either 2 recoil, or I get 1 noise. If I didn't have that, it would be a lot harder, let me tell you. As I said, not as fortunate as having this. I mean, having to start in yellow was awful, but this point was kind of easy to get from one to the other. I mean, even this wasn't too bad. Like, this right here isn't too bad. We just got really fortunate. Like, if I had 9 and 1, or 9 and 3, I could see that being a pretty feasible issue. I think I still would have gone from here down to here. I would just have to crawl my way up. It was just lucky that we ended up drawing. I mean, we pulled it natural. I mean, you saw I shuffled it and I drew. So these two are both pretty close. It was pretty much as close as I could have gotten. Outside of like this and this. So we take it. Or outside of maybe like this and like this wouldn't be too bad because it'd be only a few tiles away. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiles difference. Is that 1? Let's be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's 7 actually. Would unironically be closer. Anyway, I digress. You're going off the board. You two spawn back into your area, so one of you spawns here and here. So you're off the board. We move 3. I take a hit, but that's fine. Worst case, I roll a 1 and I get a search. Okay, I'll take that. I was gonna say worst case I get a search and I'll be shot again, but we can guarantee a win right here. Scan, that means adjacent tiles, so that is nothing, nothing obviously from these two, so we're safe. Any defender who is not on the center with 1 space towards the closest possible objective and scans again. Now he does move this way and will find me. He knows 6 would not be a thing. Closest possible objective for him would be 4 because he knows that 3 and 6 cannot be options, so the closest one is 4. And I'll have him move because technically speaking, closest option is for him to go to 4, 1, 2, 3. And also we're taking one that's going to be farthest worst for me, so him going towards 4 would be bad for me. He's a little bit closer then. Obviously he moves on to this objective. When he moves on to this objective, they find nothing. Obviously he moves there. Honestly, I think I take 2 hits here actually. They both would scan. That sucks for me, but we do the objective. And now we have won technically. And normally I'd be like, hey, it's over, we win, GG, GG. But for the sake of argument, we'll make it more interesting. I'm going to try and get to this. to exit, and then I'll take one extra move to get off, using what remaining turns we have. If I don't, it's still a win. This is just for the posterity's sake of, oh, I gotta exfiltrate. Because obviously, well, if the sniper dies, he dies. So I spend my turn. They get a roll. Grenades. I take a hit. And I'll take a hit from that. And I take a hit there. Because he shoots me. He shoots me. There. And he attacks again. What we'll do here is I will attack him. So I'll take 2. I hit. So we're going to search out 2. Because I would rather take noise. At least I have some hits now that I can take. So he's going to spawn back here. This guy's going to be gone. Buys me a little bit of time. I'll do that. So I'll just do it right here for right now. So we'll see. Alright. Search. He can't technically see me there. This guy can. So they know that's not the closest. This one has been cleaned, so technically they know the objective has been done. So, objectively speaking, he'd move right here. Obviously, he found me, so he's gonna shoot me. Closest objective, but they're all on the next logically closest objective. Again, I'm technically beating it at this. I've technically beaten it, so we're into some weird territory. So I take 1 hit. I move right here. Since he is in a, technically will be a doorway, I could draw the line through. This doorway does count. You could be like, oh, he shoots the doorway while he's patrolling, like, you know, he's right here, patrolling the car, boom. So that is 2 tiles away, so we're gonna pull 3 of them. That is a hit and a success. So, we're going to pull out 2 more of these, so we have the least amount of options possible for something bad. And also have the most amount of hits possible. So he's off. 2, 3. I will take a hit in turn, but it does mean I just need to get to 2 spaces, so I can get out in 2 turns. 2. Control. Possible objective. There's 4 spaces towards it, stopping at an unguarded space, and scans. So he's gonna move, so let's get there. 1, 2, 3, 4. He'll find me. Since we're in a weird spot, because obviously he's gonna go. No, he'd go. You have to move right here. This guy would know here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy would, these guys both be there. So you'd argue he'd move here. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then obviously be right there. And this guy has options, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 as well, so he has to stand right here. This guy here, we move this guy here. Roll again. And since I'm not gonna shoot, actually, well, this house right here. Before I do that, I want to shoot this guy before I do, actually. So I was gonna say, if I roll a 1, I didn't see the results, so I don't know if it's a 1 or not. I need to shoot him. And even if he is, he'd still be like 3 tiles away from me. Actually, no, he's actually, unironically, I'd probably move right here if I were to do that, because technically that's 1, 2, because this is a giant tile for some reason. So here would be a guaranteed safe spot if I get this. It wouldn't matter anyway. So I got need 3. Oh, he's dead anyway. Search. I need 2 more of these. And then move on to this one since he's dead. We'll do this here. I search, so nothing. So there's a 1 and 2. So he's on the same tile as me. Nothing that matters. There's 1, 2, or closest objective, right? So actually, yeah, he'd go right here. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. Then obviously, I exfiltrate. Total body count, numbers. It's more than 1, that's for certain. I shot certainly a few dudes. I think I scuffed something at some point, but like, eh. We're here to have fun first and foremost. That's the important part. So that is the GG's. We have officially won. And we exfiltrate for the sake of as well. I have no idea if this is copyrighted music, but... Oh yeah, since we're here, I might as well go ahead and show this one. This one's fun. It's simple. I mean, obviously this one's more, what's the term? It's more like ad-libbing, essentially. Because you got a whole bunch of, like, action cards for this one. This one's one of my favorite board games, personally. Because you got, like, action cards like Passing the Blame or, like, you know, Halt or that kind of thing there. And, you know, you have actions like this, like, well, you have, like, for example, on the Smart Bullet, the tracking weapon of Arkham Oz. So this would have to be played into the story in some capacity. As I said, if I can get some people to play it, I will absolutely play this at some point, because it's a very simple game, but it's very fun. So, it is what it is. In either case, as I said, I think what the plan will be is that I will probably call stream here, and I'll do something tomorrow during the day to compensate for the shorter stream. Even I don't know if I'll actually upload it or not, but we'll do something. Worst case, I'll either upload tomorrow or I'll have on Monday that stream, which will be back to normal. As I said, if I don't upload Monday's stream, we'll say now, then I'll do Monday, Wednesday. Since Thursday's gonna be holiday, I'll take off Thursday, and maybe I will do tomorrow actually. Considering that would mean that I can take tomorrow, if I do it tomorrow, so I can make up for Thursday not being available while still doing the 4 days I normally would. Yeah, I think we'll do that. We'll most likely do tomorrow. In either case, take care, halflings. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll most likely see you all tomorrow. I don't know what we'll do. I'll figure out whatever I'm in the mood for, and we'll go off of that. So I'll see you all then. Take care. Bye-bye.